Find those little things, like what song just feels like me, what font feels like me, what video feels like me. And it comes down to realism too, like with the thumbnails. And I found that realistic thumbnails just feel like me. It feels like, yeah, if my face is not like, then I feel more connected to the thumbnail. If I'm just making a very subtle face that's like, because it's realistic and I'm like, oh, that's legit.
I was offered $5 grand for a video, but this was when I was like 19. I was like, double it, and I'll walk outside and I'll give it to a homeless person. And they're like, no, you won't. And I was like, double it. And I was like pacing around my neighborhood for 3 hours, convincing this guy, like on the phone, just double the money. I promise the video will go viral and I'll give it to a homeless person. I was like, $10,000 just looks better in a title. It'll get more views. I promise your app will do better. World where it's just you working solo and you work 12 hours a day every day for like a year. And you're just grinding, you make a mistake, you learn from it, you grind, you make a mistake, you learn from it, and you do that for like a year. And then imagine a different world where you have 4 friends who are also equally grinding in something similar. Friend number 1 makes a mistake on Friday, he teaches the other 4 people. Friend number 2 makes a mistake the next week, teaches everyone. And then like you're all learning from each other's mistakes. You're all constantly studying 24/7 and downloading each other. Like after a year, you're like 2 years ahead of the guy who was just so.
I don't know how many times I get this question all the time. Can you give me some tips on how to get started? I think what I always just say is keep working hard and I'm sure you will succeed. But I thought, not today. I wanted to actually give something more constructive, some more help than just that. I've been doing a lot of streams lately and everyone is keep asking me, how do I get started? What kind of tips do you have? And I thought, okay, fine, I'll make it. Okay, I thought about making this video before many times, but I just feel like, who am I to tell you how to... It's not like I know all the answers. And I really think everyone has a different answer to the question on how to grow on YouTube. So just take this as from my own perspective. Also know that I don't know everything. And just because I say something doesn't mean it's the rule of thumb, you know? That's not the case, couldn't be further from it. And I started YouTube 7 years ago. So obviously, things are different now. This video probably won't be relevant for most people watching, but maybe it will be interesting. I don't know. Here we go. First of all, I want to start on the equipment because I think this is where most people fail right away. I see so many people get really angry about this one because they bought all this expensive equipment and they come to me like, where are the subscribers? Where are all the views? I spent all this money on all this equipment. I always say, don't spend money on equipment. It doesn't have to be expensive at all. And I think a lot of people wait with starting videos because they don't have all the equipment. I think it takes practice to make videos. And I think it doesn't hurt to get started with what you have. I didn't have a webcam when I started. I had I legit used this microphone, which I accidentally broke. That's my first microphone on the Razer headphones. And it was
a lot of times people, oh boy, it's like they think their videos are better than they are, honestly. And
tell them, Jimmy, tell them.
I mean, they do that, and they have horrible friend groups because you really are like the type of YouTubers you hang around. It's getting people with the right YouTuber friend group that aren't pussies and will actually tell them when their content's bad and like actually roast it and help them get better in a nice, positive way.
Do you frequently go that far out of your way to capture the thumbnail?
Yeah, I mean, of course, everyone should. If people don't click, they don't watch. So you want to give them something to click. Something a lot of people forget is like unsuggested on phones, thumbnails are really fucking small. So like people are editing thumbnails full blown on their computer, and when you shrink it down, you can't see. If you're putting 1 million Orbeez in a pool, don't start the video with you shopping for, you know, your mom's birthday present. At the beginning of the video, just say, this is 100 million Orbeez. We're gonna fill this pool and this entire backyard with them. Match the expectations, and then you want to exceed them. So you want to assure people that what they clicked on is what they're getting, and then blow their mind and be like, but you're also getting even more. Anytime you say the word algorithm, just replace it with audience. The algorithm didn't like that video? No, the audience did.
Where are the subscribers? Where are all the views? I spent all this money on all this equipment. I always say, don't spend money on equipment. It doesn't have to be expensive at all. You see people on YouTube come and go all the time. I don't want to throw any names out there, but you know what I mean. Like, there's a ton of YouTubers that everyone used to watch, and it got so much attention, but they just didn't have what it takes to keep their audience. A lot of people sort of get boosted from the algorithm of YouTube. basically YouTube recommends certain type of videos that fit what they want to promote. Maybe it's really long videos. Maybe it's videos that get a lot of likes and a lot of this and that. And there's always people that abuse the algorithm. It's been since I started on YouTube, and it's still going on. It's just a thing that I don't think will ever end.